Welcome to Equitably Speaking, a podcast series that focuses on increasing homeownership opportunities for homebuyers in underserved communities of color. Today's episode is for mortgage professionals who are considering a pivot into new markets to sustain their business in the current market environment. I am your host, Sandra Heidinger, Affordable Lending Senior Manager in the Single Family Division at Freddy Mack. My role affords me the opportunity to travel around the country to educate our lenders on mortgage programs, tools, and resources aimed at making loan origination process more efficient, effective, and equitable. Today's episode is quite special to me because we have not one, but two distinguished guests who I recently had the pleasure of meeting in person in Chicago. Sean McGeehan, Mortgage Loan Officer with Fifth Third Bank in the Chicagoland area, and Cyrus, who is a principal broker with Compass Real Estate. Sean, would you like to start off, say hello, and a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name's Sean McGeehan with Fifth Third Bank. I'm a loan officer here in Chicago. I've been doing mortgages for about 20 years. My primary target client historically has been high net worth customers. And in the last year or so, we've seen a big pivot in the market. And we've been looking for new opportunities. And we've been continue to grow the business with some new programs that Freddy Mack has come out with. And I'm excited to talk about our success with that with you today.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Cyrus, how about you?
Hi, thanks, Sandra. I'm Cyrus, a broker with Compass, going on my 20th year in real estate as well. Like Sean, I actually also typically service high net worth clients, but of course, we're in the midst of a high interest rate, low inventory environment, which does force you to get a little more creative, think outside the box. And some of the programs that we're going to discuss today that Sean brought to my attention have really been a game changer. So I'm excited to have this conversation as well.
Awesome. Well, welcome, gentlemen. And I am so excited to have the both of you with me here today. So let's get started. So both of you, like a lot of mortgage professionals and real estate professionals today, have decided to pivot this year into more affordable spaces to grow your business and help underserved homebuyers get into homes. Freddie Mac recognizes there are a lot of challenges that the mortgage professionals face in the current market environment. In response to that, we have developed several programs and solutions to help support the lenders and our real estate professionals, those that are working with home buyers in communities of color, some to achieve that dream of home ownership. Some of the programs that are included, but certainly not limited to. First is our new program or new platform that we recently launched called DPA One. Now, what this is, it's a new online platform that will quickly and seamlessly deliver down payment assistance program options for lenders, housing counselors, and real estate professionals to share with those borrowers that you're working with, those clients that you're working with. Because we do know one of the biggest challenges to home ownership for this community is having enough money to put down on that home. To learn more about this, you can go to dpa1.freddymac.com. And don't worry, we'll be sure to add this to the podcast description for everyone's convenience. Another thing that we're doing is with our automated underwriting system, which is Loan Product Advisor. We are always enhancing it to make sure that it meets all of our lender requirements and needs as they're going out doing originations, right? One of the most recent advances that we've done includes an updated models to provide more precise assessments of credit risk. Another piece that we've done here, we've provided an update within LPA that allows the borrower's cash flow to be analyzed, as well as the rent payments, those rent payment histories, to assist those borrowers. Those that may have originally been a caution could push them to that accept category. And we've seen a big increase in the usage of that offering that can make a big difference. Another product that we've got in the marketplace is Heritage One. Heritage One is our new mortgage product offering for Native Americans living on tribal land. And last but not least, we have introduced special purpose credit programs. We offer a mix of Freddy Mack special purpose credit programs, as well as the lender SBCPs. Sean, you and Cyrus recently had success with our Freddy Mack Borrow Smart Access program. And that's a program that provides closing costs, down payment assistance from Freddy Mack, and from those approved lenders that utilize our Borrow Smart Access. And of course, it is based on the area median income and other eligibility requirements. All of these approved lenders do have down payment assistance that is available in varying amounts. Sean, talk to us about this.
Sure, I'd be happy to. After we started learning about the program, I quickly latched onto it and started using it myself. We realized that once you know three simple things, if they're a first-time buyer, where they're buying, and their income, you can easily tell if they qualify. Being easy to understand is very important for us as salespeople because we have lots of programs we're trying to cover for people, and it makes it easy to explain to a customer and easy for them to understand as well. And after learning about the program, I started sharing with Cyrus and other agents. They quickly, grabbed onto it too and started sharing it with with their own clients, and that helps them, which helps me serve more people in this market.
Okay, now wait a minute, Sean. Let's pause here for a quick moment. I really want you to discuss with us, please, how do you present new programs to your strategic partners in real estate? During our prep call, you had mentioned something that was quite interesting. I thought might be helpful for our audience to hear. You talked about the marketing rule of 7 when it comes to communication, which is a marketing principle that states that a potential client must see a message at least 7 times before they act. I'd love for you to share how you introduce new programs to your strategic partners utilizing this rule of 7.
Sure, Sandra. So in the world we're in today, there's lots of information going around, and realtors are getting solicited by loan officers constantly with all kinds of programs, and everybody's telling them that their program is the best. The only way to really educate your partners and to stand out from the noise is to communicate with them over and over and over in different ways. And that includes just my personal contact, talking to them on the phone, my relationship with them. That could be LinkedIn posting, that could be email, that could be texting. And even though Cyrus and I have a great relationship, for me to even learn the program, I need to understand it completely and wrap my head around it completely. I need Cyrus to as well. And the only way for me to do that is to repeat it over and over a period of time. And if you do that with a large enough audience of other people and clients, for that matter, it'll start to gain traction, and that's when it really starts converting into deals, and that's how you can really start helping people.
Wow. And Cyrus, I'm assuming that's how you learned about it, because he kept coming in front of you with this, right?
Yeah, the timing was really ideal. I was actually already working with a prospective home buyer. He was a pastor who lives in an underserved community. He was given housing at a parsonage owned by a church, who ultimately decided they needed to sell the property and in short order, and was literally on the verge of being homeless at the time. I tried to qualify him through more traditional channels. It wasn't working out with unfortunately the income for someone in that realm is not always substantial. And I just touched base with Sean one day, and fortunately he just kind of identified right away that connect the dots, like, hold on a second, I just we're just introducing and rolling out this product. Let me take a look at his eligibility for something like this. And it made the difference between just a kind of a quick denial, verbal, we can't help you, to I think we can make this work. We were searching for quite some time, and it really changed his budget and his affordability, which allowed him to actually purchase a property in close proximity to the church and his organizations and the schools that his children went to. And that really changed the whole scenario and outlook for this individual, because we were in the outskirts, an hour away, and it was really not feasible for him to purchase anywhere that made sense until Sean was able to introduce this program and put him into it, and just that, no pun intended, but it was truly a godsend that he was able to just swoop in at the right time with the right product, and help this individual who really deserved that outcome.
Awesome. That just makes my heart happy to hear all that and see how, just how significant the knowledge, because if you hadn't known about this program, what would have happened to him, And having made that difference, that is just phenomenal to hear. And just so excited that here we're able to get another borrower to that closing table and helping them to achieve that dream of homeownership. So we know it can be a challenge, when you're entering a new market and you're doing this pivot, right? So you both have stepped up to pivot how you have been doing business. So talk to us about a challenge or two that you have encountered as you're making this pivot. Cyrus, let's start with you.
Well, it's it's a community that I hadn't served previously, and of course, you need to be a differentiator to enter into a new market, and I really saw this as a gratifying experience and an opportunity to kind of share this with other people in the same situation. So, from one success story, it just kind of snowballed into referral, one referral after another. I think, the level of value we can add as professionals is greatly enhanced when it's the difference maker between, being able to purchase a home or not. That's a whole different level of gratification and accomplishment. And that really resonated with the community, and it just felt great. So, it really just kind of became word of mouth that started what's become now a whole new chapter of business that didn't exist prior to this experience.
That's awesome, Cyrus. How about you, Sean?
Sure. So for me, similar to Cyrus, like I said before, I was primarily focused on the high net worth individuals, jumbo lending, doctor mortgages. And that's primarily based on like where I live. It's in my backyard. I'm in Lincoln Park in Chicago, so there's a lot of that business right out my back door. And I had built up all my contacts around that as well. When the market shifted, I wanted to pivot and create new opportunities for myself. And it was perfect timing having this type of program come out because it gave me like a tool to charge forward with to serve that community. So I had to change some of my activities. I couldn't just keep doing the same thing. I reached out to, my current partners to try to convert them into helping me serve this community as well. Some new partners that already work in that community has also been beneficial. I've also reached out to my own Fifth Third Bank branch network. We have over 200 branches in Chicagoland. This includes the employees, not just the customers. There's probably, if there's 200, I don't know how many employees we have. We have thousands in Chicagoland. A lot of these people have actually taken advantage of this program as well as employees. They wouldn't have known about it if I didn't expose them to it. We've also had local home buying events in some target markets, park districts that are in certain areas. So just getting the word out using sales activity, repetition, like you mentioned before, is important. You have to mention it over and over, and that starts giving people an idea of like what your identity is, and that helps create those opportunities to come.
Absolutely. And, this is great to hear because we know anytime that you're doing a pivot or making a change in how you have ordinarily been doing things over the years, there will be challenges. But I'm so happy to hear how you are overcoming these challenges and are going to be really successful in your endeavors here. So I got a last question for the both of you. If you could provide a word of wisdom to other housing professionals, what would that be? That pearl of wisdom that you would share, like Cyrus, for your fellow real estate professionals?
I would say find a way to stand out in the crowd, be a differentiator, have a differentiator. And, don't be afraid to get outside your comfort zone. There are multiple ways to succeed, and this is not only a path to success and a way to make up for difficulties and other challenges in the market, but also, even long term, I think there's a lot of value in being able to successfully buy someone in an underserved community into their first home. It's probably not their last. And the level of appreciation and the bond that you can create with someone that first time around tends to be stronger than perhaps that affluent purchaser who may look like the great deal on paper, but that may be a one and done scenario that you can't grow and gain a significant amount of referrals from. So don't be shy about it, and embrace any opportunity like this that comes around, because they can be few and far between.
Great points. Great points. Thank you for that, Cyrus. What great advice. Sean, what's something you wish you would have known earlier in your career that you could share with fellow loan officers?
Sure. I would say, to sum it up, I would just say play the long game. And what I mean by that is, sometimes the results of your activity don't reveal themselves right away. It can take a while. But if you keep doing the right behavior over a long period of time, you will see results at some point. Also, I would say, be a little picky with who you work with. There's a lot of networking partners that are out there that are available: realtors, bankers, commercial bankers, financial planners, CPAs. You can't work with all of them, and you don't want to. They may not have integrity. They may not have the equity, the work ethic you have. They might not be a good partner. I think the part of the long game is you're vetting them out too, to see if that's someone that you want to work with. So I think you don't want to work with everybody. You want to work with a few people that have a deep relationship with you. And that's what I've been focused on more recently, and that's been proving dividends for me. You just got to find the right team. It's okay if it's a smaller team, but the right team, you'll go much further with the right people.
I love it. I love it. You guys, thank you so much for joining me today for today's episode of Equitably Speaking. I truly have appreciated the conversation and the wisdom and experience that you have both shared. You always, both of you, have an invitation to come back anytime and share more success stories with us.
Thank you, Sandra. Thanks for the opportunity to share our story and how we pivoted. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Sandra. Thank you again for the opportunity to come on your podcast and speak on behalf of all of us who appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. And this concludes another episode of Equitably Speaking, a podcast that focuses on increasing homeownership opportunities for home buyers in underserved communities of color. To listen to more episodes of Equitably Speaking, go to sf.freddymack.com/equitably speaking. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate it and subscribe to make sure you don't miss future episodes and share it with your colleagues. Thank you for listening.